All right, not sure you. Thank you. Thank you for joining. It's really awesome to have you on the call. Thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear my voice? Hello, not sure you. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. I can hear you. Yes,
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. Awesome.
ma'am. I can
Welcome.
hear you.
Yeah. So I don't know whether we wait for 2 minutes for others to join us. I don't know. So that we'll be able to all start together. Nurse Maswa and Nurse Kesia. I don't know why they are not here yet, but I believe they will join us very soon. And um, this graduation ceremony has come weeks older, weeks ahead. No, no, not weeks ahead. Weeks behind the schedule, right? We are supposed to have been done with this some weeks back. So we had to wrap this up on time, right? So okay, I think I've lost you. I think I've lost you. So welcome, welcome. When you get back in, I'm going to see you. I'm going to add you back to the stream. Welcome everyone to this graduation ceremony for the great speakers. This is the fourth cohort of students that will be graduating from the Stepped Up Speakers Academy. Now, the Stepped Up Speakers Academy is a subsidiary of the Stepped Up Global Consults, right? The Stepped Up Global Consults is registered, duly registered with the Corporate Affairs Commission of Nigeria. Another is we have the Stepped Up Nurse Academy, which is the commonest that people know. Stepped Up Nurse Academy is academy for nurses, for health professionals, especially nurses, right? And we have a range of courses on offer, right? Now, the Stepped Up Speakers Academy is also under Stepped Up Global Consults, right? And it's a place for everyone to actually learn how to be better speakers online. That is majorly what it is for, to be able to face their camera, create content, video content on YouTube, video content on TikTok, video content on Facebook, wherever videos are allowed, right? And video content enough for just their WhatsApp content strategies, right? Because I know, we all know that a lot of people have problems with creating videos, facing their cameras, right? To talk about their brand, to give solutions to people, to create impactful sessions for people, right? It's a big problem. And this 4 weeks course, usually it used to be 3 weeks at the beginning. So when the pressure was actually much, I had to stretch it out to 4 weeks so that people can catch up with their practicals, because the speaking training is majorly about practicals. If you don't take your practicals, then you are not a speaker, right? A lot of people write online, whether they are writing correctly or they're not writing correctly, but speaking is a different ball game, because you have to be confident to be able to speak. You have to know what you want to say. So you have to have the confidence, you have to have the charisma. There are a lot of things that goes with speaking online. And public speaking is a step further, right? We don't do public speaking, but most of the skills you need to be a public speaker, you would have learned here in this program, right? So part of the skills that are needed for public speaking are also needed for online speaking. But most of the time, you will discover that you've done a lot of online speaking before doing public speaking. And for a few people, they've done 1 or 2 sessions of public speaking before actually taking trainings or before actually coming online, right? For people that have been exposed to volunteering for organizations. So if you've been if you've been volunteering for several organizations, it's possible that you've been exposed to 1 or 2 opportunities to speak online, right? To speak, publicly to people. Speaking publicly is a bit tougher than speaking online, because when you're speaking online, you're basically fundamentally talking to your phone. But when you are doing public speaking, you're speaking out there. to a lot of people, and a lot of people experience stage fright. But trust me, as people experience stage fright with speaking publicly, people also experience stage fright speaking with their phones, like getting to know that this thing I'm saying, a lot of people will listen to it. So in the process of speaking, halfway they get confused. Oh, I forgot what I wanted to say. Some people would have to make 5, 10, 15, 20 videos before they can eventually settle on one. So being able to practice and become confident at speaking online, you need to do it again and again, right? This training is to just launch you into the process, give you assignments to let you see that you can actually do it, right? You need to just pick a few things that you need to be clear about, right? Your lightning, your charisma, your confidence, getting your content right, mastering your content before putting on your video, right? There are some things you need to get clear before you now begin to speak online, so that people will not begin to ask you that, does this person actually think that she's passing across a message with what she's saying? I don't get. I can't even see her eyes clearly. I can't see her mouth moving. I can't see her expressions in what she's saying. I don't really understand the basis of what she's saying. I don't understand where she's coming from. In fact, she's stammering. You see some people, they'll be speaking and they'll be reading from somewhere, and it will be so obvious to the whole world that they are reading. You see their eyes darting from left to right. It will be so obvious that they are reading from somewhere. It is very important to gain mastery of your content before you come online. If you're going to be speaking for 5 minutes, just 5 minutes, it is very easy for you to take your time. If you are a scholar, if you're an academia, if you're an academic, right? If you've gone through the 4 walls of a university or any institution, any higher institution of learning, you should be able to speak for 5 minutes or 10 minutes online and pass across your message to people, right? That is what is supposed to be the normal, right? So I'm sorry for the break in transmission. So you need to master your content and be sure of what you want to say before you come online. And this program has effectively made you see that speaking online is not easy, but speaking online is actually possible, right? So I'll be taking Oshoyoye. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? If you are on board, please let me know, so that you just within 2 minutes share your experience with us during the training, during the 4 weeks training you had at the Steppedup Speakers Academy, right? So I think I've lost you again, right? I just saw you on board now and I've lost you again. Please do well to log on as quickly as log back on as quickly as possible. Nos Kesia Eslet, I'm waiting for you to join, and Nos Masua SN, I'm waiting for you to also join up with us and share your experiences about speaking, right? So now I'm going to talk about some benefits of speaking online, right? And then I'm going to talk about how speaking will influence the building of your brand, right? So number one benefit I'm going to talk about is that it helps you as a person, right? Speaking online helps you as a person. Okay, we have Noshoyoye back. Okay, I think we should just have her before I continue with my explanation. Noshoyoye, okay, can I hear from you? Just share with us your experiences and why you think and how the training has been helpful for you. Can you hear me? Okay. Noshoyoye, can you hear me? When you can hear me, let me know. Okay. Can you hear me now? Welcome back. Can you hear me? I think your network is fluctuating. Please just share with us for 2 minutes your experience at the Steppedup Speakers Academy within that 4 weeks of training, how it all went, and
Yes, ma'am.
how it has helped you to become a great
Yes, ma'am. The
speaker.
network is bad here. Yes, I
Okay,
can
please
hear
increase
you.
your
The
volume.
network is
Oh,
bad here.
oh, sorry.
I can hear you, ma'am.
Okay, you can hear me all right. So for just 2 minutes, share with us your experience at the Stepped Up Speakers Academy and how the training has been of help to gaining your mastery of speaking online. Oh, I've lost you again. What's happening? This graduation, it is well, oh, ha. StreamYard now, eh? Okay, so I believe that she'll be back very soon. So let me just continue with what I was explaining earlier. Let me continue what I was explaining earlier. So I was talking about the benefits of speaking online, right? I'll just share 5 benefits, right? Number one, it helps you as a person to gain mastery of speaking, right? A lot of people will never be good speakers until they work on themselves, right? A lot of people will continue to have issues. Imagine a man getting married to a woman that is far, far below his social status. You will discover that along their courtship or along the first year or second year of marriage, you will discover that she has to work on her speaking skills. Because 1 or 2 times, if you are married to a man that is great, a man that goes out there to impact lives, a man that is not just anyhow kind of man, right? You discover that you would have to go out for social functions, and indirectly, you would need to speak. You need to know how to introduce yourself. You need to know how to address people. You need to know how to express your point and your perspective in an educated manner, right? It's a big deal, actually. It's actually a big deal because a lot of people think, oh, there's no big deal about these things. Or some people say, oh, I'm not cut out for such, so I'm going to avoid it as much as possible. Trust me, there are some things you cannot avoid. There are some things you cannot successfully avoid. So you just have to learn how to do it. So speaking online generally helps you to become a better speaker. Number two, it helps you to communicate your intentions, right? It helps you to communicate your motive. It helps you to communicate your mindset about life, about things generally to people. See, not being able to communicate is actually a big problem on its own. A lot of people have ideas, but they don't know how to communicate this. And indirectly, they lose opportunities. They lose a lot of opportunities. And then they will not be able to connect with the kind of audience they should connect with. Number three, it helps you to build your brand because there is a tight connection between speaking and building your brand. A lot of people write on social media, but trust me, the day that writer speaks, makes one video, or makes even a podcast, because podcasting is a form of is a way to speak online, right? In my writing speaking masterclass, I teach people about podcasting, YouTubing, and all of that. But since I started Speak Like a Pro course, I've not really been pushing that other course because I discovered that people have more problems with speaking, right? Sometimes people can find their way around writing. They just write it anyhow it comes to them. And then for you to be a better writer, you may need to learn content creation on its own. That's why I wrote the book, Content Framework for Nurses, right? You need to write, you need to learn content creation, and then you need to learn copywriting. So if you need to sell with your skills, right? So if you speak well, if you notice people that have YouTube videos, there's a way they speak and pass across their message that sells them, and people just buy into any idea that they are sharing. So if you speak, even if you just have a WhatsApp platform and you're talking to adolescents, you're talking to teenagers, you're talking to adults, you're talking to married women, you're talking to old people, whatever audience you are trying to communicate with, speaking does the magic. If you notice, if you are trying to sell any product to anybody, Once you bring a testimonial of somebody that talked about that product, people immediately begin to believe you. They immediately begin to believe you, and you'll be like, wow. And people will be like, oh, so really? I didn't understand everything you've been writing. Everything you've been writing has been like stories to me until I saw this video. I didn't know that's what you are talking about. Now, this video have explained it properly to me. So that is the power of making videos. And being a speaker online indirectly means you are going to be making videos. So number 4 thing I'm going to say is that it's going to help you to make impact on the lives of people. Impact is the key word, actually. Is the key word. Is the key word. Is the key word, because you can make impact writing. Trust me, I'm an author of 12 books. And all those 12 books did not carry a video. They were all actually write-ups. But trust me, for me to even push the sales of my books, sometimes I need to make videos, right? So I make a lot of TikTok videos, and I would really encourage everyone graduating today to look into TikTok, to build a brand on TikTok if they cannot build a brand on YouTube, right? If you cannot start a YouTube channel, you can decide to invest 1 minute videos on TikTok, which is not difficult at all, right? If you're determined, it's not difficult, right? Not sure you're here. I just saw you now. I don't know what's happening. Okay, I've added you back to the stream. Can you hear me? This network, it is well, oh. I think others are even trying to log on. Maybe they are not finding it easy to connect too. I don't know what is happening. Oh God, take all the glory in this graduation session, right? So I talked about impact. Impact is very, very important. Very important. And impact also leads me to the 5th point I'm going to say, which is fulfilling your purpose. Sometimes, if you need to fulfill your purpose of creation, the reason for which God created you, you cannot do without talking. If you see every great man of God in this world, there is no how they will not speak. There is no how you will see a man of God that will not speak. He will use his mouth to talk. And speaking is very, learning the process of speaking or the art of speaking online is very important for ministers of God. And even if you are not a minister of God, it is important for everyone, actually. As long as you want to fulfill your purpose, you need to be able to communicate that purpose to people. People really need to understand what it is you are standing for, what it is you want to tell them about Jesus, about God, about life, about your challenges. If you want people to learn and grow from meeting you, right? If you want to share the gospel, you need to speak. So indirectly, there is no how this course will not be useful for you, because indirectly it helps you to speak and pass across your message to people. Right, Nursery, I have you back. Please share with us for 2 minutes your experience at the Steppedup Speakers Academy. Over to you. Put on your mic. Put on your mic. I can't hear you. Click on your mic. Click on the mic. I can't hear you. I cannot hear you. It looks like your mic is not on.
Thank you, ma.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Sorry about the network. I had to come outside now. So, like I was saying earlier, I said my experience was a great one. I had the opportunity to discover some hidden facts about my speaking ability. My mic is on. My mic is on. Is on. Is on. Is on.
Okay, okay. All right.
The mic is on.
Okay, you can continue.
Can you hear me now, ma?
Yes, yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
But I can hear you, ma.
Okay,
It's on.
continue. Yes.
It's
Yes, I
on.
wanted you to share with us for 2 minutes your experience as the Stepped Up Speakers Academy. Just share with us your experience and the things that helped you to gain
Mic is
mastery
on.
of.
I don't know. It's the network, but I can hear you, ma. Hello, ma. Can you hear
Yes, can you?
me now?
Yes, yes. Just share with us your experience at the Stepped Up
Can
Speakers
you hear me now,
Academy.
ma?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hello.
Yes, I can hear you. No show your ye.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Just share with us. Just share with us.
Okay. So as I was saying earlier, okay. I said as I was saying earlier, I had the opportunity to learn and to understand some hidden fact about my speaking abilities. All thanks to God and Nurse Adesua. At some point, I felt like giving up, but thank God I was able to pull through, and I'm here today. All glory to God.
Okay, so what was your biggest challenge during the training? And how did you overcome that challenge? Can you hear me? Good evening, ma'am. Hello, we've lost Noshoyoye. She was speaking just now and we've lost her. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah, I can hear you. Good evening.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Good evening, ma'am. We lost Noshoyoye. She was speaking a few minutes ago about her experience. And I've been speaking for the past 18 minutes now. Yes, for the past 18 minutes before you came on board. So, Ma, thank you for joining us for this graduation celebration. And majorly, hello, Ma, can you hear me now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Okay. So I wanted you to share with us your experience, right, at the Steppedup Speakers Academy, your challenges and how you overcame those challenges. How the speaking training helped you to create videos and share your experience with the world. Just for 2-3 minutes. Please share with us. Thank you.
Okay, good evening all. My name is Nurse Maswa Essien. When the opportunity came for me to take the training on Speakers Academy, it has really helped me. Like, I am an introvert, but after that training, I've been able to do a lot of things. Like presently, there's so many things I've been able to do. Presently, there's a project I'm handling, which the training really enhanced my ability to it really enhanced my ability to speak out or and get what I want. So the training, and moreover the step of nurse director, nurse Adeswa, the way I just, when I look at her audacity, and it's like, and her goal getter style, I said, whenever I want to back down, I say, no, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, because my coach is doing it, that she's a mega woman, so I can do this. So it has really helped me. It has really helped me a lot, and I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to go through the program. Thank you very much. For my classmates, thank you all.
I really appreciate God for the opportunity to meet you, Ma. I don't take it for granted. I don't take anybody for granted, sincerely. But for the fact that you could look at the fact that, okay, this person that is going to be training me is somebody that is younger than me, and you didn't let that one be a restriction for your growth. You didn't let that one stop you from achieving your aim. I really appreciate that, and I hope that other nurses out there will be able to learn from this. This is not even about nursing. This is about personal development. I know that everybody has something inside her to share with the world. And if you have been a nurse for 20 years, or you've been a nurse for 25 years, there is a lot inside of you that you need to share with the world. And you cannot do this sharing without being a good speaker, right? To some extent, nothing helps you to speak. But there is actually a lot more to achieve out there in the world if you really want to make a difference, if you want to stand out. Because that's the key word, standing out. There are millions and millions of nurses all over the world. But the question is, how many of you will take your time to be audacious enough to stand out? Like you use, I want to use your word, the same words you use, right? To stand out from the crowd, because blending along with the crowd is not the best. The best is for you to impact lives, and you cannot really impact lives without speaking out. You cannot seal your lips and be impactful, right? A lot of pastors out there, men of God out there, great people out there that are changing the lives of people did it by talking. Even if God tells you something, if you want people to be changed by what God has said, you have to just talk about it, right? So thank you for sharing with us. We wait for us to show you here to join us back. But there are a few points I want to share with us before we will leave this session, right? What I want us to take into the future. Number one, the first thing I'm going to let us know is that we should not give up. You should not start out with creating videos and give up along the way. Have a target of making one video every week. Even if you don't make any video at all, make one video every week. Just the way you are talking with me, all you just need is a brighter light, right? All you just need to do is to get a brighter light and maybe wear something more beautiful and more, just the way you created your videos. I know you can remember the whole experience. It was a beautiful one, and I was really happy to see you speak in that modality. It was really cool. It was really, really cool, and I really appreciate what you did then. So the key word is don't stop. Have a target to make one video every week. Even if you don't make any video, make one video every week. So block out either Monday or Wednesday or Thursday or Friday or Saturday and dedicate that day to making a video. Let the video be focused on that thing you are doing to impact lives, right? If that thing you are doing to impact life is about adult education, if it is about geriatrics, if it's about teenagers, if it's about adolescents, whoever it is about, make sure you are making a video every week, right? If you're not consistent with it, it will not be as if you took the training at all. You will just remember, oh, there was a time I took this training for speakers. Any traits, any talent you have, any skill you learn that you don't build on, you will lose it. It will be as if you have not learned that skill at all. So the only way by which you can harness your speaking skill is to keep consistently making videos, right? You will discover that by the time you make one video every week, by the time you have made 52 videos for a year, you have become a very awesome speaker. There is nowhere you'll be invited to, there is no conference or webinar you'll be asked to handle that you will not be able to handle. Why? Because you have done it before. You have done it several times. It has become a part of you. If anybody reaches out to me right now, this moment, I'm ready, I'm game, I'm always game, because my speaking ability is not something I question. I'm ready anytime. Anytime you wake me and tap me, oh, come and speak about this. All I just need to do is to get my content together in my head and then start speaking. So please gain mastery of your content. That is the most important thing about being an awesome speaker. If you don't gain mastery of your content, you'll not feel confident about speaking, right? You will even lose your charisma, because if something is not in your heart, it will be difficult for you to talk about it with joy. It will not flow. That flow will be hindered. It will not flow as much as you want it to flow if you have not mastered it. So it's just a matter of sitting down, understanding your content. You know, if it takes practice, do some practice. Before you have done this for 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you would have known how to gain mastery of your content in a faster manner, right? You'll be able to do it in a faster manner. So that's the idea. It's the consistency that is important. Once you are not consistent with any skill, if you notice me, I write almost every day on LinkedIn, right? I write on LinkedIn every day because I want the skill to remain with me. Anything you don't do consistently, you will lose it. You will lose that skill. It will be as if you never learned it. So you need to be committed. Okay, what video do I want to be making every week? Once you make that video, you share it with your friends. Tell your friends to expect your video next week. So by the time you tell your friends or your WhatsApp status that I'm going to make another video, 2-minute video, just 2 minutes, you don't even need to do a long video. 1 minute, 2 minute video, share. Before you know, you have built capacity. You have built that skill inside of you. Before you know, you are a better speaker. That is actually what will make anybody better. It's not even the training that will make you better. The training is to just launch you into the process, right? That's the major thing the training does, to just launch you, right? Once you are done with the training, you need to be consistent with creating videos. If you are not keeping it consistent, you will lose the skill, right? And if you are trying to promote a product, it is even the best, because if you, for instance, I have a brand, I have an NGO, right? My NGO is for pregnant women. I educate, I go out there to do health education for pregnant women. I do free medical health services for pregnant women. Then at Steppedup Nurse Academy, I have a lot of programs I do for nurses. So I cannot escape speaking. I just have to speak. Whether on audio or video, I cannot escape speaking. So please, the final words I will leave with us is that you can build a brand, a speaking brand. So if you cannot use YouTube, you can use TikTok. TikTok is very easy because in 1 minute you are done talking. 1 minute, 2 minutes, maximum 3 minutes, that's TikTok for you. So just have a topic you want to talk about and be consistent with it. People earn money on YouTube, people earn money on TikTok, but you will not earn money on YouTube. When you have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, you will start earning money on YouTube. You'll be able to monetize your YouTube channel. So speaking has a lot of advantages. Build your brand. When I say build your brand, you have to find a niche. You cannot just get on social media and be talking about everything. There has to be something people will know you for. If the people will know you for reproductive health, if people will know you for gynecological issues, if people will know you for sexual problems, if people will know you for family planning, if people will know you for let people know you with a particular thing, right? If it is nurses, you'll be talking to, if it's teenagers, if it's adolescents, if it's children, if it is parents, right? Some people have a parenting brand. They talk to parents, teach them how to become better parents. So ask God and ask yourself, what is it I want to be talking about consistently, right? The last 2 classes, the great speaker said 2. So one of them was also an introvert. She didn't like to talk at all, but she had a very awesome voice. If you know her, she's the one that created this voiceover I'm using for the conference, the SNA hybrid conference. She's the one that created that voiceover. But when she was taking her training, she was like, no, I don't think so. I told her that, see, I give you 24 hours. Go and open your YouTube channel. You cannot have this level of talent and you will now be idle and say, no, I cannot. You can. You cannot. You will do this one. You cannot say you cannot. You will do. I gave her ultimatum. She now said, please, ma, okay, I'm at work, ma. When I close from work, I will do. I want to see that. Give you another 24 hours. After that, no more grace. She had to go and open the YouTube channel. And now she has created more than 20 videos now. Every week she shares her videos with us, tell us, oh, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Imagine the level of joy I experience seeing her create videos. I'm even committed to watching her videos. In fact, her videos are more exciting than my own videos, me that I trained her. If you click on her YouTube channel like this, you will be glued. You will be glued to the video until you are done. She'll just be talking. Her voice is so beautiful. So beautiful. It was her sister that introduced that to the program. Her sister took the program in the first set. She now told her younger sisters, 2 younger sisters, to enroll. The 2 of them enrolled, and they're even fantastic speakers. Even in fact, their speaking is even sweeter than our own. You see this particular lady I'm talking about, if you go to her YouTube channel, you'll be thrilled. And I love the fact that she's even a child of God. You understand? There is nothing like being fantastic at what you do and also loving God at the same time. It is awesome. She creates videos back to back, and now she's doing voiceovers. I didn't even tell anybody about voiceover when I did the training. Now she does voice. She even did voiceover for me, and I paid her. I paid her for the voiceover. In fact, I was happy to pay her for the voiceover because I know that her voice is sweeter than my voice. Do you understand? Her voice is thrilling. When I say something is thrilling, she's actually a good speaker, but she just needed somebody to push her out, right? There are sometimes you have talent inside of you, but you need someone to harness. One of the first webinars I did on Steppedup Academy was harnessing your passions. There are a lot of things we are passionate about doing. For instance, now, if I'm practicing nursing, I cannot be at patient bedside for 24 hours and be happy. At the point, I'll get tired. I'll be like, oh, I want to go home. I want to go and rest. There will always be that, that feeling of, oh, I need to get out of here now. I need to go and rest. But trust me, if you leave me to talk for 24 hours, I will be talking. I will not stop, right? Because this one, it is something I'm born with. It's not something I went to school of nursing to go and learn. As in, them born me inside, make I just talk. As long as I have something to talk about. So the question is, if you have something to talk about and you don't know how to say it, why don't you get trained? And for someone that is talented, the training is just be a little push for you to just start. Now, if God gives you ideas to talk about and you don't launch yourself to talk about those things, then you owe the world a lot, right? You are owing people that you are supposed to transform their lives, people that you are supposed to touch their lives. You are owing them, hiding in your shell and saying, no, me, I cannot do it. All these social media people, all these social media, I don't even know what they are looking for. That is what will limit you at the end of the day. See, what makes a difference between people and the selected few is that talent that you have shown, that skill that you have shown. Because trust me, if they have 1,000 nurses that are eligible for an opportunity, they will begin to look at things they will use to pick people and drop some people. So once they see that you have certain certificates, certain abilities or certain skills. That will be their yardstick for selecting that person and say, oh, we want you to lead. We want you to be the leader because we see the way, the prowess with which you speak. We see the confidence with which you speak. We know that you'll be able to represent us well. They will not pick somebody that is introverted, somebody that is keeping quiet, saying, me, I don't know, me, I don't know that they do, I don't know. No, you should not be in the category of people that you will say you don't know. If you don't know, Google it. Google is there. It's not everything I know too. There are lots and lots of things that I don't know at all. But the idea is, can you Google it? Can you gain mastery of that content and share it with the world? That is it. And that is how you begin to build your brand as a speaker. Just know that niche down yourself, know the thing you want to be talking about, and be consistent with it. Then money will come. Money will not come to somebody that is not doing anything. And trust me, the extra income you are going to earn from being a speaker can one day even be more than your paid salary as a government worker. It can get that much. There are some people paying $1,000 just to listen to people talk for 1 hour. They pay $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 just for that. But you need to, if you want to become an international speaker, like I told us about in the training, it starts somewhere, right? But going international is very easy because we have social media to help us. Like, for instance, somebody can be listening to me from Canada. Someone can be listening to me from the West Midlands, from Asia, from Australia, from any part of the world. That's how you go international, right? I've spoken to people in locations that I have never even imagined I'm going to reach online. That's why I train people to speak online, because sometimes you may not get the opportunity to speak as a public speaker out there. I mean, you may not get that opportunity. You may not get people to invite you. But before you get people to invite you, start out on your own and prove to people that I can speak fantastic. When you speak, create videos, show it out there, put it on your status, put it on YouTube, put it on TikTok, put it on Facebook. People begin to realize that, oh, I want to invite this nurse to come and talk to us. How much will you collect? How much is your pay? How much where should we lodge you for accommodation, to accommodate you overnight or for 2 days? And we want you to talk to our student nurses on this. We want you to talk to our clients on this and this and this. That's how it begins. But if you don't package yourself in a way that people will reach out to you, if you are looking dull, or you're looking poor, or you're looking like you have suffered too much in this world, like everything is just looking as if, now only you get all this problem for this one, you will not be attractive to people for them to reach out to you. So there's a place of charisma, there's a place of packaging, there's a place of mastering your content, right? There's a place of delivery. There's a way you deliver what you need to say that people will be like, wow, I love this, right? It's a delivery I loved about a voiceover. What's her name now? Elizabeth Ennison, right? Her delivery it's always perfect. Like, I don't think I can get anything better. I've never heard any voiceover that is as sweet as that. So that's the place of working on, and anybody can actually get there. If you want to speak better, just listen to people speak better. Put on CNN, go on CNN, channels, TV, listen to those people speak and try to imitate them. By the time you try to imitate them for 3 months, trust me, before you know, you are speaking Queen's English. And it is a work of intentionality. If you are very intentional about it, before you know, it's a walkover. It's going to be a walkover, especially if you understand English. So thank you so much. Thank you for sharing with us. I think I've lost Miss Shoyoye, but I know that at the academy, at the Great Speakers Academy, she will still be able to share with us. So she spoke for about a minute, or less than 2 minutes, right? So Naskesia is the only one who couldn't get on board. I believe that all is well with her. Thank you so much, Miss John SN. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Noshoyoye. God bless you. And thank you, Naskesia. I know you really, really wanted to be here, because during the induction, she was the first person to log on. And she was around all through, I think nearly all through the program. right? So thank you so much, everyone. God bless you. God bless you, ma. So you'll be getting your
Thank you, ma'am.
certification before 12 midnight tonight, right? I'm going to send your certificate to you. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for
Okay.
taking the program seriously. Please do not forget your speaking brand. Do not forget. Always create videos and keep improving every day. So I'll see you. Please refer other people to come and take this training because trust me, it's going to change their lives. Have a beautiful weekend, ma. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Good night.
Good night, ma.